What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Data Analyst with Leicester on FM22. Today we have Arsenal in the Premier League. They sit in 8th place. We're in 5th. So a win here would do us a lot of good in staying in the European spots. So this is actually a pretty important match. And I just don't know what to do with this team. I mean, we had an okay result against Salzburg last time. 5 goals, but defensively we were just completely horrific. Burnley, we've got a history of absolutely dominating them. They're a terrible team in the relegation spots, almost guaranteed to be relegated, 19th place, and we couldn't beat them. A 1-1 draw against Burnley. We played the same formation we played every single time we played them, which I think we played them 2 other times and we smoked them both times. 3-0, playing the same formation, and then I thought we had it in a cup match or something. Maybe it's just that one. I swore there was another match. I feel like we played Burnley quite a bit. Right there, FA Cup 5th round, 4-0. So 7-0 over 2 games, and we drew 1-1 today. Playing the same formation with mostly the same players, but just not the same defense because our defense is all injured. But our attack, I don't know if they've lost confidence or what, but our attack, especially Jamie Vardy, just can't play the sport anymore. There's no longer any good. I don't understand. They scored 5 goals against Salzburg, but they can only score 1 against Burnley, who are in 19th place. And I was playing a more attacking tactic. Like the Salzburg one was more of a counter-attacking. And we had, 14 shots, 11 on target, 2.75 XG, 5 goals. And then you play a little bit more attacking versus Burnley. We did play a 5 at the back, but we're playing on positive or attacking for the entire match. And we scored 1 goal, and they were the better team. They had 13 shots to our 9, 7 shots on target to our 3. We were terrible. Against Burnley. How do I get out of this? There's no back button. Guess I have to continue. But yeah, not great. So now we have Arsenal. They're playing a 5-3-2. Apparently, they're playing a park the bus style. Interesting, considering they're 3 spots below us, and they should be the better team. But they're playing a 5 at the back, 3 midfield, 2 strikers. I feel like I have to play the low line again because I still don't have Soyuncu or Fofana back. So I have to play a low line. I cannot play a higher line with Johnny Evans. I can't even play a standard line with Johnny Evans and Yannick Vestergaard. There's just no possible way I can do that. They'd score infinite amount of goals with Aubameyang and Munir up top. It'd be 12-0 just because I won't be able to stop them scoring. So I've got to go with pretty much the same formation, the same look as I've been playing with that 4 at the back with 2 strikers. 4-4-2 pretty much. So I feel like I have to go with that again. I feel like it makes a little sense given this matchup too because they only have wingbacks. So with wingers, especially more attacking wingers and fullbacks getting forward, we should be able to cause them 1 or 2 problems down the wings. And we've got 2 midfielders to deal with their 3. I mean, it's not ideal, but I think it'd make it work. And center back should be all right. Just only Munir and Aubameyang to really worry about. Don't have an attacking midfielder. I mean, Lukonga looks like he'll be getting a little bit farther forward, but should be okay. So I might go with this exact same thing we played the last time out against Salzburg. I might change up the roles a little bit. I don't think I want to go with complete wingbacks this time just because their Arsenal are a better team. I'll go with wingback on attack. And I think I'll go with wingers on support. Be a little bit more defensively solid, but still pretty attacking. Running playmaker box to box. Got to go with that. Advanced forward pressing forward. I'm going to go with that. In the save I'm doing in another league, or in another game, I'm playing an advanced forward and a complete forward, and it's working pretty well. It's where I'm testing this counterattacking system. So I don't think we really have a complete forward. I don't think Jamie Vardy's a complete forward. I think he's more of a pressing forward, so I'm going to play him there. He's not just been in great form, so I'm going to play him. The wings, the right wing, I'm just going to go with, I think Harvey Barnes is better on the right wing. I could go with Albrighton, but I think I'm going to go Harvey Barnes on the right, and I want to get James Maddison on the pitch, so I think I'll play him on the left as an inverted winger on support. Roaming playmaker is not going to be Yuri Tielemans because he's slightly injured, and he's just a terrible player. 6.72 in his last 5, 6.88 on the season. I don't understand how he's so bad, but he is so bad. I'm going to go with Sumare. He's back tomorrow. He's better player, better form. No reason not to play him. And box to box, I guess we'll go in Didi. He's actually playing decently well recently, so he gets to start there. Right back is going to be Pereira. Left back, I don't think it's going to be Luke Thomas because he's been terrible. And so has Bertrand. Bertrand's been worse. 6.58, 6.74. I think I'm going to play James Justin. He's not right-footed, but he's in better form. So I think I'm going to go with James Justin at left back. And then it's going to have to be Johnny Evans and Yannick Vestergaard at center back. Don't really have any other options. And in terms of these, I think I'll still focus to play down the wings. Play out of defense. I think I can still do that because they don't have any wingers. Like they only have the two strikers to deal with our four at the back. So he should have fullbacks open at all times. So I think we can play out of the defense. Set pieces. I don't know if I really want to play for set pieces this game. Let's do it. Let's still play for set pieces. Run a defense. I think. Well, let's check out their analytics. Passing, pretty average. You're so bad at passing. Movement, pretty average as well. Decent number of dribbles, but they lose the ball in an average amount of times. So nothing special there. Tackling, they're just a really average team. They're right at the average for almost everything. All these are like there's no standout attribute for them. Their most standout is their passing. They're a decent passing team. In terms of general performance, looks like we're better defensively than they are, but they're better attacking, which not surprised because attacking wise we've been horrific. So I think I'm going to run at defense still. They're not the best tackling team the world has ever seen. I'm going to play fairly wide, I think. I'm actually not going to go positive. I'm going to go cautious. I'm going to go standard width. Throw it long, distribute quickly, counter press, yes. Force opposition outside, yeah, they're playing narrow, so I definitely want to do that. I might prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Actually, I don't know. With a lower line of engagement, I don't think we can really actually do that. I think we're going to change. I don't think I'm going to change anything. I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. It worked okay against Salzburg. I mean, we scored 5 goals with it, but defensively we were just terrible, which if you're playing a lower line and you're awful defensively, your players are just absolute garbage. Because, I mean, we've been stronger playing a high line than we are playing a lower line. The whole point of playing a lower line is to be more defensively solid, which we are not. So this team is just bad. This defense with Evans and Vestergaard, Pereira's not amazing defensively, but he should be better. And then any left back you can point out has just been terrible. Schmeichel's been the most average goalkeeper I think I've ever used. Anything else I want to look at? Look at the analyst report. They're most vulnerable to 4-3-3s, but they're not very vulnerable. Only a chance every 119 minutes. So playing that means would do absolutely no good for us because there's not 119 minutes in a match. So yeah, don't do a 4-3-3. Otherwise, you'll never score. I don't know why we're not getting any analyst support stuff on them. It's kind of weird. Past meetings. So we played them once and beat them 3-1. What did we play in this match? What did they play? More importantly, they played a 4-2-3-1. We played a very awkward-looking 4-2-2-1-1, something like that. Obviously, it worked, but looks weird. I mean, didn't have the best performances, but got a good result. It was a pretty even match. Actually, we had the much better XG, even though we had the same amount of shots on target. That is interesting. Did we have a penalty? We did have one penalty. Huh. All right, well, how many days till the game? 3 days. Is the team going to be fit, or do I need to rest players? I think I'm already resting players. Yeah, I think I rested players before this. Oh, no, that's just leftover rest from the previous game. So I do need to rest some players. Let's see. Pereira and Johnny. James Justin. Harvey Barnes. James Madison and Jamie Vardy. Rest all of them for 2 days. And then, I think 2 days will be fine, yeah. Now, we prepare for Arsenal. I'll see you for the opening team talk. Let's hope we have a good performance today.
Come on, lads. We've got nothing to lose here. We know how good we are.
Let's go out there and show everyone what we're capable of. Defenders, hasn't been pretty recently, but I trust you to make the difference tonight. Make me proud out there. Wilfred, Bubukari, Kalechi, I trust you all to make the difference tonight. Make me proud out there. Go out there, give it your all. Let's win a football match. What's the secret behind your good away record? You can talk about tactics or systems or whatever you want, but it really comes down to how hard you work, and you got to prepare to work for your rewards. Where are you looking for improvements after a disappointing match against Burnley last time out? It's simple to me. We have to work harder. Your first goal is crucial, right? We like to play with positivity and make sure we're giving ourselves the best chance to win. Obviously, first goal means a lot. Hopefully we can get it today. Hopefully we can get it quick. I want to come out the blocks really firing because we've not really done that recently. We've kind of started slow. I want to see a hot start to this match. We have a shot in the first 10 minutes. This is not what I like to call a bruised ankle for Pereira. He is fine. Not what I would call starting out fast, but I mean, we have a set piece here. Vardy to head it, but yeah, he's from that angle, being Jamie Vardy, there's no chance he scores that. Should win this header on though. Sumare actually wins it. Harvey Barnes playing this right winger role. It's not something he's played a lot, but I think he's suited for it. Ricardo with his bruised ankle should be fine. Kalechi. Oh, what a play. What a beautiful passing move. That is what we're capable of. I just want to see it more often. Like, that wasn't even a counterattack, even though we're playing a counterattacking system. That was just really good play. Vardy out to Pereira, back to Sumare, up to Barnes, then a nice through ball to Kalechi, and a good left-footed finish at the near post. Ramsdale stood no chance. It's 1-0 Leicester. That's fast enough, I guess. Good start. Party is unmarked in the area, and that's another goal. Good Lord, what is with our defending? Like, we just cannot mark their players. It's unbelievable how many players are wide open in the box against this team. Like, Madison, did you fall asleep there, bud? You're watching the pretty girls in the stands or something? Come on. First shot, because of course it was. Because of course. Arsenal need all the help they can get, so they have to score every single shot on target. Obviously. We've been the much better team to start this game, though. This counterattacking system does work. It's just this team is broken. It is absolutely broken. I don't know why. Morale is good. I checked the dynamics. Everything was good. But they're not the same team they were to start the season. Not even close. All right, it's time to dig in. Everything you've got for the rest of this match. We have been the better team. We deserve to win this match. So go out there and win it. Ricardo, I know you got a bruise, but I'm really quite angry with how you performed tonight. Better. We need much better in the second half. James, you weren't that bad, but I believe you can still improve. I have faith in you. Kalechi, I'm very happy with your performance so far tonight. How about one more in the second half, huh? We have been about 15 minutes with no highlights, but we finally get our first highlight of the second half here in the 60th minute, and it's going to be Arsenal's highlight. At least to start. Maybe this can be a counterattack, but it's going to be an Aubameyang header that goes right to Schmeichel. Maybe counterattack off the long throw, which is what I tell the team to do, but he's going to kick it. Even though I tell him to do a long throw, he's going to kick it. Why do they not listen to you? And Aubameyang's through on goal. Good decision to come out there by Kasper Schmeichel. Came out, closed down the angle, made the save. That is good goalkeeping. They have been the much better team to start the second half, though. And demand more, because I don't know what they've changed, but I don't think they've changed anything. I think our players just decided to be awful this half. 6.3, Evans. 6.2, Ricardo. 6.5, Jamie Vardy. Need to make changes. We cannot have this for the rest of this match. Pereira's coming off for Castagne. I can't really take Evans off. I don't have another center back. And Didi's on a yellow. Let's bring him off for Mendy. Save the last sub. It's probably going to be Jamie Vardy. He just has been terrible. For like a month straight, he's just been terrible. He scores the odd goal, but he doesn't score with any consistency. They're going to have a free kick now. In a dangerous position. We need some good defending. Mari's unmarked. Another player unmarked in the box. Luckily, he could only head it on. Party with a long Of course they score that. Of course they do. They have to score that. Obviously, they should be scoring that. Unbelievable. I don't think I've seen that from my team all year. I don't know if I've seen a shot from the outside the box all year long. At least in the last 4 or 5 months. No one has stepped up and had put in amazing performances like that. No one. Like, it's just, I don't understand this team. We were dominating them in the first half. We have been absolutely dominated the second half. After I told them, like, they should be better. Like, they've been the better team. They're like, okay, we can stop playing now. We've been the better team for one half. That's about all we got in our tank. Jamie, get off my freaking pitch. You are incompetent. Advance forward. Attack. Attack. Whoops. Not mean to do that. Attack. Complete wingback attack. Complete wingback attack. Attacking. More direct. Extremely high tempo. Don't play for set pieces. Don't play out of the defense. A little bit wider. Still going to do all that. I'll press more and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. I don't know if we can prevent short goalkeeper distribution with the lower line of engagement, but wherever at all in the position we can prevent the distribution, let's do it. Berate the team. They've come out and been Schmeichel 6.3. No one on this team steps up. Nobody. Harvey Barnes, the only one that stepped up this match. There's like one competent player in every match, and the rest of the team is like relegation candidates. Like, I don't understand this team at all. They're so inconsistent. I've never used a more inconsistent team in my entire life. And that's a sending off. I hate this team. I absolutely despise this team. Congratulations, Johnny. You're playing as a wide center back. Have fun. Very attacking. Extremely direct. Shoot on side. Hillary crosses. Don't focus play down the flanks anymore. Very wide. Extremely wide even. Be more expressive. Take long kicks over the defense quickly. Time to push up. I don't care if you're as slow as me, but you're pushing up. Doing the offside trap. Every button I can possibly hit, I'm hitting. Can I hit the berate button again? Yes, berate. Evans, 6.2. Schmeichel, I don't know how he went up after conceding a goal, but he's gone up to a 6.6. Madison, 6.5. Castagnier has been in the match for about like 30 minutes and is on a 6.2. To replace Pereira, who was on a 6.2. I mean, he did give away a penalty, so that's probably why, but... Or not a penalty. Got a red card, but... I know, I'm almost happy this series is almost over, because I don't know if mentally I can handle another month or 2 weeks of playing with this team. They are destroying my head mentally. They are just so bad. It makes me so angry how incompetent they are. Like, they had 0.3 XG from the first half. They had almost 2 full XG from that second half. And we got like 0.4. 16 shots to 5. They stopped playing. They have the mental strength of a baby koala. I don't know. It's just so bad. I don't know why I went with baby koala, but it's the first thing that came to my head. They're just so bad. They're about to get ripped in this post-game team talk. I am far from pleased with that result. Madison, Justin, I'm not happy with the performance tonight. We need much better. We're training hard tomorrow. Not good enough. Your task was made even harder today by Timothy Castagnier's red card. Do you feel let down by his dismissal? I thought it was thoroughly unprofessional, and I'll be dealing with it. AKA, he's not going to play a minute for this team for the rest of his career. Thomas Partey's goal today consigned your team to defeat. How will that result affect your team? Hopefully the players will react positively. I don't think they will, because they're very fragile mentally, but Johnny Evans wasn't substituted. I don't have another center back. Do not see my team. 2 center backs injured. The rest are a Marty, who's just god-awful. Maybe James Justin, who's just god-awful. I just don't understand this team. It just makes no sense. They started the season so well. Since then, they've just been, look at this run. This is not the team that I'm playing with. This is a completely different team. Because since then, they've had this, which is just horrific. They've had this, which is just horrific. And then they've had this, which is not good enough. Let's look at the competitions. We are 1 point ahead of Aston Villa, but they have a game in hand. We are 3 points ahead of Arsenal. And, 5 points ahead of Everton. We might drop out of the European spots. It's actually almost likely that we're going to drop out of the European spots if we continue this form. If we don't actually beat Norwich and beat Southampton, we probably are dropping out of the European spots. Brighton, how are they? 14th. I mean, 3 very winnable games that I don't trust this team to win. I don't trust this team at all. I don't trust this team to score any goals. They randomly show up, like against Salzburg, 5, West Ham 4, 6 against Lazio, 4 against Burnley, 3 for a couple matches, one of them against a National League side. But they go on just so many streaks, 4 games with only, 4 goals, 5 goals. A 2-goal stretch, or a 10-game stretch where they only scored 2. A 3-game stretch where they only scored 2. A 3-game stretch where they only scored 4. And now 2 games in a row where they've only scored 1. One against Burnley. They just don't score with any consistency. And that's because Jamie Vardy is just bad. He has the most goals for the team. He has 30 goals, which isn't terrible. How does that actually rank in the Premier League? He's the 3rd leading goal scorer in the Premier League, but he's just miles behind Ronaldo, miles behind Calvert-Lewin. And he got most of those goals at the start of the season. If you look at his form, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on him. He's been scoring pretty regularly, but it feels like if he's not scoring, he's just having he scored and got a 6.5. 6.4, 6.8 with a goal. Good Lord. 6.5, 6.5. An actual good game. 6.9, 6.5. He's actually scoring relatively well, but he's just either playing awfully in the games he scores, or he's not scoring and he's still playing awfully. He had a good run here where he played really well. He's just, I don't understand Jamie Vardy. This stretch here, from Swansea to Arsenal, he had 1 good game. The past 7 matches, he's had 1 good game. And he scored 3 goals, but he still only had 1 good game. And then Iheanacho and Patson Daka are about as inconsistent as you can ever see. 4, 6.4, 6.4. Again, he's the same as Jamie Vardy. If he's not scoring, he's the worst player on the pitch. If he is scoring, he's sometimes still one of the worst players on the pitch. 6.9 with a goal. A lot of times out because of injury and international duty and just not selected. Patson Daka, has he been any better? I think he's been worse. 2 goals, played well, 1 goal. But again, if he's not playing well, if he's not scoring, he's playing like garbage. I feel like you should probably have a striker that can actually do okay without scoring a goal. If they're not scoring and they're playing like garbage, they're a terrible player. Because good players do all right even if they don't score a goal. They help the team, but these players do not help the team. They're either putting the ball in the back of the net or they're being a liability. And they're being a liability far too often this season. Well, we're going to come back for Aston Villa, I think. They're in 6th. They're our biggest competition right now for European spots. So, we got to come back and show that match. Southampton and Norwich we should be beating, but probably won't. But I'm going to end this episode for our Papa Vane. So, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.